guys familiar with Sufi dance? If not, Sufi dance is a form of dance that originated in Persia. The dance is a form of meditation and prayer performed by twirling and the raising of arms to pray to gods. The next video we are about to see is by Deepdrain, who depict this kind of dance in their music video. After that, we will have an interview with the band Deepdrain, as well as another performance by them. So here is Deepdrain with their song, Stepping Stones. What's up guys, JC Coroner here for TerminalTV. Right now joining us is Mario, Tony, and Deuce from the band Deepdrain, whose video we just saw for their song, Stepping Stones. How are you guys?
Great. I really want to thank you for being here, guys. Thank you so much for connecting people, for putting in the work to bring a little bit of music to people's homes. So thank you so much.
No, thank you guys for taking your time to talk about yourselves, your music, and your band, because we need to do this for the music, for the people, right?
You're absolutely right. How are you guys doing?
Very good.
That's it. Can you guys tell us a little bit more about the video we just saw for Stepping Stones?
Absolutely. So that is one of our songs from our latest album, Resurrection. And I worked with a really good friend of mine, an incredible dancer, and that I worked with in another video for the song Come Dance With Me. And obviously I just needed an excuse to work with her again. She was amazing. And it was actually a funny story how I met her. I put in an ad on Craigslist, out of all places. I was looking for dancers. for that video. And she contacted me and sent me her Instagram, and I quickly realized that the caliber of, not only she's an amazing dancer, but she's a dance instructor. And I said, like, we need to meet, and you need to run the show. And she did an amazing job. And so for this other video, I was just itching to work with her again. And I've been really intrigued and inspired by like Sufi dancers. Sufi dancers it's a religious dance in which men, mostly men, wear long dresses and they spin. And it's a form of prayer. And I was just intrigued. They were like really tall, pointy hats. And so, as you can see in the video, you know, the dancer's wearing like her hair up like a pointy hat almost. Okay. And so that's where that inspiration, I didn't want to rip it off completely, but that's where the inspiration kind of came from, you know, from that spinning. And so that's kind of where that came from, yeah.
Is that song related to the style of dance too, or is it just?
No, it's a song about heartbreak, right?
Oh, okay.
And kind of the games we play with the ones we love.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And it's just, so that's what that song is about. And, but it felt like, you know, when you're in a relationship where you feel like you're going in circles, you know, that's kind of where it's connected. You know, that's kind of where it came from.
And it kind of connects to the climate we are in now due to this COVID-19 pandemic. You know, many people are in distress and anxiety is through the roof. What are you guys' thoughts about this whole COVID-19 pandemic?
What do you guys think?
I think we're going to get it fixed sooner or later. It's been a hard time right now. Everybody getting stuck in and can't go nowhere or anything. But I think it's going to get better in a few months or two.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need to stay positive, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I mean, we have to find a way to get over this, because I mean, like you said perfectly, everybody's stuck at home. So what do you think would be the advice that people should follow during these times of hardships and all that?
Well, you need to be selfless is one part of it, because a lot of people, you see, they think it's not going to really directly affect me, so you got to think about the people that it will and can affect if you go out and put them at risk. And it's kind of a strange real-time societal experiment in that way of like, how much do people care about the safety of others in a way?
Because basically we're all in this together, right? That's what it's taking us right now. Can you guys tell us more about yourselves, and other than music, what else do you guys do?
Absolutely. So this is our space. We've used it for a couple of different music videos, but me and actually Tony and I run Studio 1028 out of Fullerton here in California. Really, he's the talent behind it. I'm just, you know, I just
he's the
take
look.
the credit. I'm just the looks, and I just, you know, just come in and wear a tie, and I'm that guy, and then I go listen to Tony. But seriously, he's an amazing mixing and recording engineer, and you know, we really do it for the community, right? Our mantra is, you know, or core belief is not, right, we don't do it for free, right, but really we do take an interest in people's music. You know, it's not you know, just a conveyor belt of where's the next project, like where's that next, you know, commission or you know, a dollar. It's really about, hey, meeting people locally and believing in your project, bringing them in, helping them realize their vision, and, you know, using our tools, the space. So a lot of people have come through here, and I'm really proud of that. As a matter of fact, that's how I met Deuce. Deuce was with this amazing group of musicians that are way out of my league, you know, completely different caliber of musicians. And I was recording a demo for that band, and we became like brothers. We became really good friends. And you know, it's been one of the blessings of having this place.
Awesome.
It's bringing people together, and then right next door, we have another unit where we bring people in and we teach them how to paint. And so if you ever heard of paint and sip, minus the sip. Drinking is cool, you know, I could be having a glass of wine right now. But we really wanted a place where people can come in and not have to be centered around alcohol, but community, family, where you could come in with your grandma or your kid and really be creative, put your phone down for a minute. As a matter of fact, it is called Art Studio Be Creative. And really just spend a really good time hanging out with family and messing around with paint. So that's kind of what else keeps the party going.
Right now, moving on to your band, how long have you guys been a band?
John, you guys want to talk about that? Very secret.
A good, what, 3 years almost?
Yeah, I'm the newest. I've been, geez, that's a good question. Like a year and a half, probably. I've been, or like a year, somewhere in there that I've been playing. But I helped them with some sound and things before that. But how long have you been doing it?
So, I mean, to be quite honest with you, Deepdrain, it's really a place. And it's a place where all of my creative outlets live. You know what I mean? So it's a place where my artwork exists. You know, I'm a painter. It's a place where it's a branding for my creative outlets. So I've been really doing music since I was a little kid, and I got a hold of a tape recorder, and it introduced me to electronic music. You know, I had 2 tape recorders, and I was bouncing music back and forth between them, and it kind of opened up my eyes to alternative, I guess, ways of music, alternative music. So really, I've been producing music under Deepdrain since I can remember, right? Something I came up with, an idea that I came up with when I was a child. And I've had, again, the fortune of having amazing people come through Deepdrain and add a little bit and improve it and bring other flavors and other styles. Deuce is an incredible example of that. You know, he's got more of a background in like R&B, you know, even some pop, and to bring that and his incredible talent to what we're doing, it just kind of elevates it. Same with Tony. Tony is a guitar instructor. He's really an amazing guitarist, a musician in general, and for him to bring that with him and all his technical knowledge and know-how, it really kind of elevates it. And to be honest with you, then it's turned into, we love to play shows, we love to travel. We've had the opportunity to travel with you guys to Mexico more than once, and it's been really one of the joys of my life. We've done obviously some touring, we have a little bit of a home in the Midwest, but it's really about the experience that in between shows really that brings that bond, you know, and when you can, exactly, when you can spend hours and hours like this close to someone else and you're ready to do it again the next day, you really know you got good people, you know, and so that's kind of, you know,
that sounds great,
yeah.
What would you say are the influence for your sound? Like what makes up Deepdrain, basically?
That's a good question. I mean, what would you, if somebody asked you that, what would you say? I guess somebody is asking as well.
Well, I mean, what I always tell people for the Deepdrain sound, maybe not influences, but talking about what I think it sounds like, I say Depeche Mode plus Metallica, kind of put together, maybe divided by 2.
That sounds amazing, man. I mean, what would you say makes Deepdrain?
You know, when we write these songs, typically I'll have an idea and I'll develop it, and obviously they come in and really add their own special flavor to it. But I honestly, I'm open to the experience. You know, I sit down in my studio, and it could be triggered by like one sound. So there's not necessarily that I'm looking for a specific sound, but the sound finds me, right? And I may be experimenting, I've developed, some homemade instruments. I could be one sound that ultimately maybe even gets kind of lost in it. And so there's not really, I can't tell you that, look, I really want to be golf or I really want to be industrial. Like, I would be lying, and I think you hear it. I don't think and it's maybe hurt us, right? Because I think it's harder for promoters to know what to do with us. They're like, well, you're not pop, obviously, you're not this, you're not that. And I think that you need to kind of sometimes know where to put an artist, right, with other like artists. And so really, I can tell you this, I love electronic music, I love synths, I love drum machines, but I also love guitar, and I love rock and roll. And so,
and actual drum sets.
And actual drum sets, and I love hanging out with actual musicians, and I love to actually play live. And so it's a marriage of all of that, right? That electronic music and exactly.
And if you, I have the privilege of being able to work with a lot of musicians, and I get to see how they write and things, and most of them it's sitting there with the guitar, sitting at a piano and playing. But he has such a unique way of writing where he's got it all into samplers and synths, but he really, I think, has like a rock soul to him though. So it's like that's the thing, is where he's got hard rock coming out of the synth, and that's where you're really getting the Deepdrain sound, especially then you bring it from that to the live band where you've got the guitars and the bass and the drums and everything, and it's the totally unique Deepdrain sound that comes out. I don't think many people write that way. Even people that write electronic music, a lot of times I think they take a traditional instrument and then translate what they write on there into their synth. And he starts from the synth, and I don't think many people do that.
It's all just coming into a blend of what you guys are, basically. That's awesome. Would you guys say that you guys are working on any new projects that people at home can look forward to?
Well, obviously, you might have heard the words, the world's a bit of a shutdown, so it's truly, we did have quite a few plans. We put out a few videos out last year, and our idea, we wanted to kind of double down on it and really make a serious investment on, as a matter of fact, one of the songs that we'll be performing today, In Your Head. We really wanted to go big for that one. So that one, and so it had to be put on hold. It required a lot of people. We want people to be safe. I don't want anybody to get sick because they weren't at Deepdrain video. Just couldn't live with that. And so that was, and obviously there was a lot of touring planned, and obviously all of that was shut down. And so, but I'm cranking out a lot of ideas, and I'm sharing them, with everybody, just kind of letting them know, hey, this is kind of, it's a slightly different flavor, I think, than the last album, and but I'm just kind of running with it, and I develop a flow, and I just kind of don't second guess it too much.
It's awesome. It sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for taking your time just to talk with us. It's been a pleasure to have you guys. So stick around because we have a special live performance for the band Deepdrain. This has been TerminalTV. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you everybody.
Thank you.
star in the sky. We rise and fall, you'll always be by my side. I used to think you'll always be free. In your head, in your head, in your head. God is in your head, in your head, in your head, in your head. God is in your head. God is in your head. I blame myself, I blame your preacher. I blame myself, blame television. I blame myself, blame your religion. In your head, in your head, in your head. God is in your head, in your head, in your head, in your head. God is in your head. God is in your head. Somehow's not enough. Have you ever given all, but somehow you need more, and I need more love, and I need more love, and I need more love. I know it's wrong. Well, that's all I ever known, and I never enough. Can feel this empty void. The more I have, the more I let you go. Take what you want from me, have no sympathy. Help me for